Hayden Perry stated in the Elementary School Journal, his theory of cognitive development has resonated in the minds and practices of teachers for over 50 years. Piaget's theory is about the brain development and the processes beginning to form within an individual. Everyone goes through this development. However, it is not thought about yet demonstrated through learned skills. Piaget studied children's thought processes and came up with a theory to help better understand cognitive development. His theory has 4 stages. Each individual moves through the stages independently. Each stage includes simple and complex skills. Saul tells readers, the goal of the theory is to explain the mechanisms and processes by which the infant and then the child develop into an individual who can reason and think using hypothesis. Piaget's first stage in his theory is the sensory motor stage. In this stage, children ages 0 to 2 years old began to find coordination in senses, use language, which is used for demands, and object permanence. Object permanence is the understanding that objects exist even when they are out of sight. An example of this stage would be having a toy hid under a blanket and the child still understanding that the toy exists even though they cannot see it. As these skills are being learned, other skills are being strengthened and new concepts are forming. Piaget's second stage is the pre-operational stage. This stage occurs in children ages 2 to 7 years old. Children are beginning to use symbolic thinking, proper syntax, and grammar with concepts. Complex thoughts are difficult, yet imagination and intuition are strong. In addition, conversations are being developed. James explains this stage as characterized by egocentric yet symbolic thinking. An example of this stage would be asking a child where their ball is and the child being able to respond to the question. The next stage is a continuation of the last stage. The 2 stages together help the development bond. The third stage is the concrete operational stage. This normally occurs around the ages of 7 to 11 years of age. During this stage in Piaget's theory, concrete situations are becoming more formal. The concepts of time, space, and quantity are also being used at this time. An example of this stage would be a child understanding that there is daytime and nighttime in one day. Most skills and concepts have been learned within the first 3 stages. However, a few new skills are learned and strengthened during the 4th stage. The 4th stage is the formal operation stage. This occurs in children 11 years and older. In this last stage, children are using different thinking processes. In addition, they are using abstract logic and reasoning. Concepts can be applied to different situations at this time too. One example from this stage would be a child understanding that if the stove is hot and they touch it, they will be burned and hurt. Therapists use this theory to help patients. Christine and Lucio stated, cognitive therapists are presently striving to establish a theoretical foundation for their therapeutical practices. Piaget's theory has greatly helped many people for many years. Piaget studied children's thought processes and came up with a theory that helps better understand cognitive development. His theory has 4 stages, which gives us the timeline of events in the development of the brain and mind. The mind is always developing new skills, which helps us when we get older. Schools use this theory to help with counseling. Catherine Cook wrote, the construction of healing narratives is a framework within which the college counselor can view the progressive development of the counseling process. Schools have benefited greatly from this theory to better understand the different stages of development. Thank you.